Welcome, foolish mortals. The following episode of Xander Talks Disney is a video about the history of the Disney Channel series, The Owl House. This video essay will also mention the show's positive LGBTQIA+ representation, as well as other Disney TV animation shows. If any of this offends you, too bad! We here at Xander Talks Disney disrespectfully refuse to apologize and suggest you go somewhere else to whine about it. Because anything like that in the comments, it will be deleted and you will be blocked. And a crab experiment will find its way up the toilet into your house and you will never see it coming. Okay, I just got a text. Xander told me I can't do that. Anyways, love is love, and trans rights are human rights. Happy Halloween. Oh, and there's some light swearing in the video, but the COPA warning in the beginning should have already warned you about that one.
The Owl House is an animated TV show that aired on Disney Channel from January 2022 till April 2023. The show was created by Dan Terrace, who was best known for working on Gravity Falls and DuckTales 2017 beforehand. The show has been praised for its great characters, storylines, animation style, and even their LGBTQIA representation. I know, some of y'all are gonna go, Xander, why are you talking about something that's LGBTQIA+? Aren't you a cis male straight guy? Well, I'm cis male, but let's just say I would not really consider myself fully straight. I would consider myself heteromantic, demisexual. That's right, I'm valid. Anyway, much like what I did with Amphibia a couple of years ago, I'm going to be talking about the entire series of The Owl House, mainly talking about the major stories in each season. And this is going to be talking about the entire series, so unless you didn't watch the entire show on Disney Plus yet, spoilers, I guess. But go watch it on Disney Plus and then come back to this video. I'll wait. You back yet? Good. Season 1 has been referred to as the season that pretty much sets up the world, or at least the first quarter of it was. The season starts with Lu's finding her way into the demon realm because somebody grabbed a hold of one of her books. Her stolen book was led straight to an abandoned shack with a magical portal door, which sounds a little bit Monster Inc-y when you think about it. But it doesn't really take her from Monstropolis, it takes her to what I described earlier, the Demon Realm, home of Bonesborough on the Boiling Isles. She then bunks with Ida in the Owl House alongside Hootie and King, who are both voiced by Alex Hirsch. And my god, you can tell. By the way, I know it's been disproven by now, but I still stand by this statement from 2019.
No! I don't know who your little guy is! Ida! Who is this monster?
Well, what do you know? MatPat was wrong again! While in the Boiling Isles, she later befriends Will and Gus, who are students that attend a Hexside Academy, and she doesn't initially get to Hexside first, but she does later on. And when she started at Hexside, she ended up having an enemy, which later turned into a friend, which later turned into a lover. That person being Amity Blight. And by the way, before you ask, yes, I ship Lumity. They're just adorable, okay? They're both dorks. Also, the friend/foe turned girlfriend, that is oddly a trend with her voice actor, Mae Whitman, because Exhibit A and Exhibit B. But then trouble starts brewing for Luz, who's pretty much early on and then later into the season, because she stirs up trouble with the evil Emperor Belos. He mainly wants to control magic, but there's a good reason for that, but we'll get to that in Season 2. Season 1 was mostly about him wanting to capture Ida with the help of Ida's sister, Lilith, who realized at the very end of Season 1 was fighting for the wrong team. Congratulations, you realized you were on the wrong side of history. Here's a donut. Well, at least she realized it before it was too late. And thankfully, Season 1 ended off in a way that perfectly sets up Season 2.
In the meantime, the Day of Unity is almost upon us, and we have much work to do.
Ah, here we go again.
Now let's get into Season 2. The second season starts off with a brand new character named Hunter, who, I'm not making this up, is yet another Zeno Robinson played role. I have nothing against Zeno Robinson. I'm actually a fan of his, but, dude, there is such a thing as not taking a role every 2 seconds. I'm merely saying that out of concern. Dude, there's nothing wrong with slowing down. It's okay to take a nap. Anyway, when we first meet him, he tried to give off bad guy vibes, which I never bought for a second. In reality, he was a bad boy on the outside, but a soft cinnamon roll on the inside. Also, in the beginning half of the season, we get to meet Rain Whispers, who is Disney's very first non-binary character. Even to the point where their actor is non-binary as well. They were actually one of Ia's past loves, who may or may not still have feelings for each other. I'm not saying. Again, what's with the show and cute couples? And much like Hunter, they are just a cinnamon roll. And the last of the new characters that were met during the season, the character V, who's a Ballas, aka a shape-shifting demon, and this isn't scary, this is adorable, this is a cinnamon roll! Wait, hold on. If these 3 cinnamon rolls ate cinnamon rolls at Cinnabon, would that be considered cannibalism? Where the hell was I going with? Oh, right, let's get back to some of the other new characters, or somewhat new characters we meet this season, which also end up having parts of the story, specifically Amity's a-hole parents. Her father, Alador Blight, and her mother, Odalia Blight. Because, seriously, just look how bad she is.
As if I'd actually let them go back. I will call every authority I know.
Really? You're embarrassing yourself.
With the Emperor's favor, we'll live like royalty in the new world. I present to you Meat Getty and Spag Balls!
Future me, why'd you throw in that clip from American Dad? Okay, then. Yeah, long story short, they pretty much made the character to be a intolerable bitch. I will hold this part off till the very end of the Season 2 talk, but I really just want to point out at the very end, and Alador pretty much stands up against Odalia, and, well, I found the perfect clip to best describe it.
That was the sound of a divorce!
The season starts off with Luz pretty much teaching Ida and Lilith about the glyphs that she learned in Season 1. Oh, I forgot to mention she learned glyphs, which is basically drawn-on spells. That, I'm not gonna lie, would make awesome tattoos. And while she's teaching them, they respond very poorly, to say the least. And in an episode that should have been a filler episode with a title like this, we get the official confirmation of Disney's 986th first official gay couple.
Amity Blight, do you want to go out with me?
Yes! Okay!
Oh, they're such dorks, I love it. Even though Taiwan pretty much said that they want to dress up and travel the world together. That's kind of odd considering Taiwan has legal gay marriage. And later on in the season, we find out that King is actually a baby Titan. Well, technically he is a king of demons, so it counts, I guess. Then in the big season finale, the infamous Day of Unity happens, which was revealed later on that is actually a plot to kill pretty much the entire Boiling Isles. Yeah, by the way, I'm glad I got to this part now. Turns out Bellows is actually a 400-year-old witch hunter named Philip Whittabane. Now, how is that even possible? Well, considering it's the witch dimension, I think it's safe to say a witch did it. And because it turns out Bellows was actually a witch hunter, we find out that Hunter is sadly a clone of the same thing. Well, technically he's a Grimwalker, which is this, but it's basically a clone. So much so that they didn't even bother hiding the fact later on. But thankfully Hunter actually grows to be a little bit more Cinnamon Roll-esque as the season progresses. And that's mainly thanks to the character Willow pretty much opening up his rebellious side. And may or may not become another cute ship in this show. Oh my god, what's with this show with adorable ships? By the way, I'm well aware a lot of people don't like the Huntlow ship, but I'm not one of those people because I'm gonna be honest, they're just adorable. Seriously, one's a flower that could kill you and the other looks like it could kill you, but it's really just a bunny.
Not that kind of bunny!
And one character that was teased very, very heavily in the season was none other than the Collector.
What you playing?
Gotta be honest, I never really saw the Collector as a villain. I just saw the Collector as a 10-year-old boy. Because that's pretty much what he is. Yeah, as you can tell by me fumbling all over the place, Season 2 was very packed. But that's for a reason. And we'll get to that right about now. Season 3 of The Owl House was comprised of 3-hour-long episodes, or hour-long with commercials. There was a reason for that, which we'll discuss a little bit later, because the reason behind it is kind of annoying, to say the least. And as they released each episode, Disney was smart enough to release each episode not long after they're on YouTube, and that was when Disney realized they made a mistake making this only 3-hour-long episodes. Again, we'll get to that later. Let's start off with the first special, thanks to them, which starts off recounting what happened at the end of season 2, and then going forward with what could be episodes worth of filler content. The ending of season 2 had Luz, Amity, Willow, Gus, and Hunter all end up traveling to the human world. I mean, at least they can somewhat blend in. All they do is cover their ears. And they pretty much spent the entire summer in Luz's hometown of Gravesfield, Connecticut, which, first off, woohoo, we got some Connecticut representation. Bad news, where the hell are all the Dunkin' Donuts? Seriously, it can't be Connecticut without 900 Dunkin' Donuts locations. There's more Dunkin' Donuts locations than people. Hell, I had to get this just to use the damn bathroom in my own house. For most of the episode, we have Amity, Willow, Gus, and V going around on the Gravesfield looking for ways to get back to the Boiling Isles. And along the way, well, they had a very interesting callback to the very first episode.
Yep, griffins, vampires, giraffes.
Giraffes?
Oh yeah, we banished those guys. A bunch of freaks.
Wait, does this mean David Schwimmer was a demon the whole time? Another plot to the episode was Hunter pretty much accepting who he is. He's finally becoming his own person and not more of a clone, but that ends up being relatively muted. Later on we'll discuss that, but we gotta talk about Luz fighting feelings, because she doesn't feel she wants to go back to the demon realm solely due to the fact that she was the reason that Philip met the Collector to begin with. She was afraid that everybody was going to hate her, but in reality, no, they recognized that as a mistake. But speaking of Philip, we also got a very small but mighty backstory, which is summed up in one sentence.
Sounds like Big Bro got a hot witch girlfriend and Little Bro got upset.
And now let's go to the very first ever Xander Talks Disney BS alarm! That thing should work. I paid a kidney for it. Thank God it wasn't my own kidney. Bellows ends up possessing Hunter, and, well, long story short, it also ended with a fatality.
Goodbye, Evelyn.
That scene right there made Twitter go nuts. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I was saying, that right there made X go nuts. God, it sounds so dumb. I'm so glad I finally dumped that site. And as Luz starts saying that she wants to stay, her mother swoops in with,
I took your mama to the demon realm.
well, we all know in a pinch she can use a shock glass as a weapon. Only we get the aftermath of the Collector showing up in Bonesboro, where he turns pretty much everybody into toys. Well, everybody but Odalia bitch, who he made her the pizza bagel wrangler.
Maybe we can talk about remaking the Boiling Isles into something bigger and better.
Pizza! Bagels!
Pizza bagel vibes. Pizza whenever you want it.
We also got Hunter gaining powers. Pretty much a confirmation that, yeah, Hunt Low is canon. Luz finally gets her palisman. We must protect this at all costs. That perfectly sets up part 3, but we also gotta talk about a small B-plot to the episode, because remember that Basha character from season 1 that I forgot to mention until now? Well, she decided to become a tyrannical ruler, and it does not end well. Yeah, she was taking orders from Kiki Miki. That damn joke is canon now, I love it! And if you want a good idea to know what Kiki Mora's like,
She's just copying Bellus's scare people into worship thing because she has no ideas of her own.
Did I put new batteries in this? But now let's get back to the main plot of the season. Let's go into part 3, which starts off with obvious dream sequences. Pretty much showing past villains from previous episodes, and Lou's having easily the world's worst nightmare up until this part.
I challenge you to a witch's battle! Wait, say that again? I challenge you to a witch's duel, not witch's battle. And the Amity I know would never misquote the Good Witch Azura.
The first half of the finale was basically what I would describe as the episode before the finale, if that makes any sense. It pretty much builds up to a finale episode. That's what the first half felt like. So the Collector being humanized. And then we get to the second half, which... oh my god, it gets real. Luz pretty much dies for like 10 minutes, meets King's death. And then she gets freaking anime powers? And King's dad, played by freaking Ego Raptor, said this.
That man doesn't care about anything but his need to be the hero in his own delusion. And because of that, he fears what he can't control.
I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go grab their seed for that. I actually had it, but it turns out it's past the return by date. And like I said, Luz gets awesome anime powers, thus completing the Disney animated TV show finale, well, the Anime Powers trilogy. But I gotta be honest, what Luz did at the very end to finally defeat Belos, that was very good. I know a way to make it better.
Now eat this, sucker!
It's a shame they don't let me write Disney television animation shows. And the finale pretty much shows off everybody growing up by about 4 years and showing the Boiling Isles being restored. And of course, we have to end off with the one final word, and that is... bye! And just like that, the Owl House is over. Though, a lot of people said they wish it ran longer. Mainly Season 3, because everybody complained about the lack of filler. Which is ironic, because these are the same people that whine about the full amount of filler. Why did Season 3 get the short end of the stick? Well, let's discuss it real quick. Dana said she wanted the show to end this way, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I wouldn't be too surprised if the execs told her it was gonna end this way. There were a few reasons why Season 3 kinda got sandbagged. And by few, I actually mean 4. 3 stupid ones, and 1 plausible one. One of the reasons people speculated was because of the LGBTQIA+ representation, which it's not because of that. Yeah, there were people who complained online, but in reality, Disney does not listen to those people. There's a reason why they stood up against Ron DeSantis. Another thing people point out is because of declining viewership because cable's dying, which I don't think is 100% true. If anything, Disney's not really focusing on cable viewership now. They've been focusing more on Disney Plus viewership of the shows. And yeah, I'm well aware. Cable's technically dying, but here's the thing. You don't need cable to watch cable television now. I know that because just recently we cut cable and switched to YouTube TV. Yeah, you know that thing that always pops up like right around wherever when you're watching a YouTube video on the laptop or something? Yeah, we use that now. And I gotta be honest, it is so much better than cable. I'm not just saying that because YouTube is the site I'm hosting this video on, but it's mostly because the less BS I deal with cable, the better. And this was the one that got people furious online, was because it was told it didn't fit the Disney brand, which... it does work!
Excuse me, the
Disney brand. The Disney brand. Not for nothing, but the Disney brand changes literally every 2 seconds. I don't understand how Owl House doesn't fit the Disney brand. There's a lot of stuff in the Disney brand that really doesn't fit the Disney brand. Disney owns American Horror Story, they own Alien, they own Sons of Tucson, they own Justified, they own Family Guy, they own Deadpool, for Christ's sake. All those apparently for the Disney brand, but not a witch show. Really? And there was also another excuse that made no damn sense. Since I decided not to throw in because it made no sense to begin with. That excuse was the fact that it was a story-driven show attracting audiences of all ages when the channel was focusing on episodic cartoons focused to kids aged 6 to 11. Yeah, honestly, that was bullcrap to begin with, considering that any age can literally watch cartoons. Saying cartoons are just for kids is bullcrap to begin with. And it also doesn't help that Disney's never been the company that focuses on making specific stuff for specific ages. Pretty much any age can enjoy a cartoon. Heck, the most popular show on Disney Plus happens to be a preschool show that is loved by millions, young and old. Myself included. Yeah, don't be surprised I love Bluey. It's kind of hard not to love it. But the real reason was actually because of the little thing known as coronavirus. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, Disney's budgets were kind of strained a little, so budget cuts were in order, and even though Season 3 of Amphibia, which I had to bring up real quick, was pretty much funded before the pandemic happened, Owl House's Season 3 pickup was in 2021 when the budget cuts started coming in. That right there probably is one of Disney's biggest blunders. This was back during the time when Disney was renewing stuff before said show premiered or even came out. So yeah, if you ever see a show that somehow gets a second season renewal beforehand, but back a few years ago, that's because they had a lot of faith in the show. Nowadays, they don't really do that. In fact, it took longer for the show Kif to get a second season renewal. It's also the main reason why Ghost of Molly V Season 3 has yet to be announced as of this recording, so who knows when that's going to be announced, but it better happen soon, because Disney would be very stupid to cancel a big hit. So yeah, it was mainly due to budget cuts. It pretty much released at the worst possible time. Like I said, this premiered back in January of 2020, a couple of months before COVID pretty much shut down the planet. But here's the thing, even with its compromises, I still enjoyed The Owl House. I'm not considering it my top favorite show of all time, but it is definitely in the top 5 favorite Disney TV animated shows. Sure, there were compromises left and right, but it was still a good show, and at least the story was consistent. But in the end, it was a good show that released at possibly the worst time. But that's just me. I wouldn't have it any other way. I know there are people out there that are demanding more and more Owl House stuff, but considering Dana's relationship with Disney was strained because of this whole Season 3 debacle, I don't see it likely happening, at least for a few years. I just want to talk about what Owl House meant to me. It was honestly about somebody who wanted to be understood. And accepting that you're basically different. Which, heck, that's how I feel every day. I'm definitely different from most people. Everybody's different. If everybody were the same, well, we would all be blocks of tofu. That's why my take of show is it's basically about accepting who you are no matter what you are. Because after all, us weirdos gotta stick together.
Hey everybody, it's me, Xander. I'm doing the outros this way now because my show, my rules. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. What is your opinion on the Owl House? And I'm only accepting positive opinions, by the way. You can tell me in the comments below or through social media. I am at ZariaBoss on Instagram, Hive Social, and Blue Sky because, well, if you've seen how Twitter has been lately, I don't think you would blame me for ignoring that site till Kingdom Come. Oh, a massive thank you to my good friend Agatha Vile for doing the intro. I just hope she doesn't send crab experiments to my house. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you real soon. What was that? Oh God! Oh God! What? Agatha, you promised! Just grab my knees! Just grab my knees!